Ninth Science, Unit 18, Organization of Tissues. In this part, we are going to discuss about blood, lymph, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. We have already discussed about connective tissue. A connective tissue is made up of two components, cells and intercellular substances. A connective tissue is made up of cell. In between the cells, intercellular substances are there. But what is called as fluid connective tissue? Blood is a fluid connective tissue because the fluid connective tissue has cells and intercellular substances. The intercellular substances are in which form? Liquid form. The liquid part is the intercellular substances. The cells and liquid intercellular substances together form a fluid connective tissue. Blood and lymph are the fluid connective tissues. The blood and the lymph are the fluid connective tissues which link different parts of the body. Blood is a red colored fluid, lymph is a white colored fluid. Blood has two components, cells called as blood cells or corpuscles, and the liquid part, intercellular substance part, is plasma. The plasma is the fluid part. Blood cells, plasma together form blood. It is a fluid connective tissue. Red blood cells are called as erythrocytes. Erythros means red. Red blood cells are circular cells. They are biconcave shaped cells. If you take a spoon, one side is concave, another side is convex. But here both the sides are concave, so the shape is biconcave, disc-like structures. Red blood cells have no nucleus, but they have hemoglobin. The hemoglobin gives red color to the red blood cells. Red blood cells are called as erythrocytes. They are circular, biconcave, disc-like cells. Circular, biconcave, disc-like cells. They lack nucleus. Nucleus is absent. They have hemoglobin. The hemoglobin carries oxygen and it gives red color to the blood. WBCs are called as leukocytes. WBCs are white blood cells. They are called as leukocytes. Leucos means white. There are 5 types of WBCs. They are eosinophils, neutrophils, basophils. These 3 types have granules in the cytoplasm. Granules are small particles. Eosinophils, neutrophils and basophils have granules in the cytoplasm. So these 3 types of WBCs or white blood cells are granulocytes. The monocytes and lymphocytes have no granules. So these 2 are agranulocytes. WBCs have nucleus. All the WBCs have nucleus. They are colorless cells. They have no hemoglobin. But these cells protect the body from diseases. They have distinct nucleus. They have clear nucleus. They are colorless cells. WBCs, white blood cells, are colorless cells. They protect the body from diseases. They engulf or destroy foreign bodies. Engulf means swallow. The white blood cells engulf or destroy foreign disease causing organisms. So they protect our body. The 5 types of WBCs are grouped under 2 main categories. They are granulocytes. Granulocytes have granules in the cytoplasm. The second types, agranulocytes. Granules are absent. There are 3 granulocytes. They are neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils. Neutrophils, basophils and eosinophils are granulocytes. Granules are absent in agranulocytes. They are of two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. This slide shows all the blood cells. This is red blood cell, erythrocytes. This is monocyte. This is lymphocyte. This is eosinophil. This is neutrophil. This one is basophil. And these cells are platelets. Blood platelets are colorless cells without nucleus. They help in clotting of blood. Blood platelets help in clotting of blood. In 10th standard, we will study the blood with more detail. Lymph is a colorless fluid. The red color tubes and blue color tubes are blood vessels. Blood flows through the red color and blue color tubes. The lymph flows through the green color tubes given in this diagram. Lymph is a colorless fluid. It has plasma and WBCs. Red blood cells are absent in lymph. Lymph is filtered from blood. It consists of plasma and white blood cells. It mainly helps in exchange of material between blood and tissue fluids. In between the organs, tissue fluid is present. We have already learned the tissue fluid in another heading called as alveolar tissue. This tissue fluid supplies nutrients to the organs and muscles. In between the tissue fluid and blood, the lymph helps in exchange of materials. In between the blood and tissue fluid, carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged. In between the blood and tissue fluid, nutrients and waste materials are exchanged. So lymph helps in exchange of material substances. Lymph consists of plasma and white blood cells. Red blood cells are absent in lymph. Muscular tissues are elastic in nature. The muscles provide movement of our body. The muscles are made up of long thread-like cells called as muscle fibers. The muscle fibers are arranged in bundles, one above another. Each muscle is made up of many long cylindrical fibers arranged parallel to one another, called as muscle fibers. Muscle cells provide movement of our body and working of internal organs. There are three types of muscles. The first one is cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is found in the wall of heart. The second one is skeletal muscle. It is attached with the bones. The third one is smooth muscle. Smooth muscles are found in the internal organs. Blood vessels, stomach, intestine have smooth muscles. Bone is connected with skeletal muscle. Heart is made up of cardiac muscle. The structure of muscles, three types of muscles are different. But all the three types of muscles are made up of muscle cells. Muscle cells are called as muscle fibers. In smooth muscle, the muscle fibers are spindle shaped. What is spindle shaped? The middle is broader, both ends are tapering. And skeletal the cells are long and cylindrical. In cardiac muscle, the cells are long and branched. When we see the number of nucleus, cardiac muscle, single nucleus. Smooth muscle has single nucleus. Skeletal muscles, more than one nuclei. Nuclei plural, nucleus singular. Skeletal muscles are attached with bones. The skeletal muscles help different body movements. These muscles are attached to the bones. They are responsible for the body movement. The skeletal muscles which are attached to the bones are called as skeletal muscles. The working of skeletal muscles are under our control, so they are voluntary muscles. If we think, the muscles will work. So the muscles are voluntary muscles. The muscle fibers are muscle cells. In skeletal muscle, the muscle fibers are long. many nuclei, multinucleated cells. Along the length, the muscle fiber has light band, dark band, light band, dark band. So the muscle is called as striated muscle. These muscle fibers are elongated. Elongated means long, cylindrical, unbranched, with alternating dark and light bands. Dark and light bands are there along the length, giving them the stripped or striated appearance. Strips or striated appearance is given by light and dark bands. The muscle is skeletal muscle is called as voluntary muscle because the working of skeletal muscle is under our control. Movement of the body is given by skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscles are found attached with the bones. Smooth muscles are found in internal organs. The muscle fibers are spindle shaped with single nucleus. These muscles have no lines, no striations, so they are called as smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are found in internal organs. The working of smooth muscles are not under our control, so they are involuntary muscles. These muscles are responsible spindle shaped with broad middle part and tapering ends. Broad middle part and tapering ends. There is a single centrally located nucleus. These fibers do not bear any strips or striations. The surface is smooth, no lines are present, and hence they are non-striated. Working of these muscles are not under our control, so they are called as involuntary muscles. They are not under the control of our will, and so are called involuntary muscles. Where can we find smooth muscles? Stomach, blood vessels, intestine. The wall of the internal organs such as blood vessels, intestine, urinary bladder contain this type of smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are non-striated because no striations. Their working is not under our control, so they are called as involuntary muscles. They are found in internal organs. The wall of the heart has cardiac muscle. The muscle fibers are elongated with single nucleus. They are branched. Working of heart is due to these muscles. Their working is not under our control, so cardiac muscles are involuntary. It is a special contractile tissue present in the heart. Contractile, the heart contracts and expands. This is because of cardiac muscle. The muscle fibers are cylindrical, branched and uninucleate. Single nucleus is present in the cells. The contraction of heart muscle is involuntary. The working of heart muscle is involuntary. That means it is not under our control. Heart is made up of special muscles called as cardiac muscle. Brain is made up of nervous tissue. Spinal cord is made up of nervous tissue. This is one nerve cell called as neuron. Nerve cells are called as neuron. Here we find 4 neurons. The neurons form nervous tissue. Brain is an example for nervous tissue. The nerve cells are the longest cells of our body. Nerve cell is called as neuron. Nervous tissue comprises of the nerve cells or neurons. Nerve cells are called by another name neurons. They are the longest cells of the body. This is single neuron. Neurons are the longest cells of our body. Let us study the structure of neuron or nerve cell. Shall we learn the parts one by one? The first part is cell body. What is called as a cell? A structure containing cytoplasm and nucleus is a cell. Here it is called a cell body or cyton. CYTON. It has cell-like structure with cytoplasm, nucleus, and other organelles like mitochondria, etc. Short branches arise from cell body or dendrons. Dendrons are the short branches which arise from cell body. A single long fiber arises from cell body is axon. Axon is a single long fiber. It arises from cell body or cyton. Axon end has terminal branches. This is a nerve cell. The nerve cells carry signal in our body. From eye to brain, the signal is carried by nerve cells. From our tongue, we feel different taste. This is because of the signal carried by nerve cells from tongue to the brain. Each neuron or nerve cell consists of a cell body or cyton with nucleus and cytoplasm. The cell body has nucleus and cytoplasm. This is called as cell body or cyton. The dendrons are short and highly branched protoplasmic processes of cyton. Dendrons are the short and highly branched protoplasmic processes of cyton. Then what is axon? The axon is a single long fiber-like process that develops from cyton and ends up with fine terminal branches. Axon starts from cyton, it ends with terminal branches. What is the function of this nerve cell? It receives stimuli. The nerve cell receives stimuli like heat, pressure, sound, light. The nerve cells are connected with our sense organs, and the nerve cells carry signals to different parts of the body. From eye to brain, the signal is carried by nerve cell. From ear to brain, the signal is carried by nerve cell. So we have learned different kinds of tissues in this lesson. First we started with epithelial tissues, then we learned connective tissues. In today's part, we have learned blood tissue as fluid tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue.